5 at 10, and for finding us right now on your favorite streaming device, I'm Rob Quirk. Elizabeth has the night off, and our top story at 10 and our continuing coverage. Donthe Lucas, the Pueblo man accused of murdering Kelsey Schelling, his pregnant ex-girlfriend, is going to trial after nearly 8 years. It was almost delayed again today because of talk about a new suspect in the case. Our Colette Bordelon breaks down what happened in the courtroom and what we can expect from this trial.
We didn't learn all that much about this new suspect today in court, except that it was a woman who was interviewed twice by the prosecution's investigators. Still, both sides decided to go ahead with the trial dates as already scheduled. Retired District Judge Dennis Mays told us what he thinks could happen in the courtroom during the trial, but it's important to note he hasn't reviewed the case file or talked to anyone working it.
Probably presided over between 150 and 175 jury trials.
After decades in the judicial system, retired District Judge Dennis Mays
I can't ever recall anything that's lasted near this long.
shone some light on the complex case surrounding Donthe Lucas, accused of killing Kelsey Schelling, his pregnant ex-girlfriend who disappeared in 2013.
Both the prosecution and the defense at this time, that they could probably tell you what their closing argument is going to be.
But he says the passage of time is also their biggest challenge, since memories fade.
The other side of that is the fact that there have been a number of ways to preserve a witness's testimony will at least be somewhat helpful to the attorneys.
And a key question
We still don't know what, if anything, happened to Ms. Schelling.
is critical to the case.
We don't have a body. How are we going to get to the point of establishing that particular fact?
Mays says that'll play heavily into how both sides present their evidence.
The one unknown is whether or not Mr. Lucas decides to testify in this trial.
A case almost a decade in the making, with questions that have kept piling up. Those with the Colorado court say opening statements are expected on February 3rd. That's one day before the 8-year anniversary of Kelsey Schelling's disappearance. Jury selection starts on Monday. That whole process, including the questionnaire, could take around a week or more to seat an entire 12-person jury with potentially 2 alternates. Now, there are no cameras allowed in the courtroom, but this trial could last until early March. I'll be following it the entire time. Always watching out for you, Pueblo. Colette Bordelon, News 5.
Colette, thanks.